Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rant series. And today, I just want to talk about minimum wage and how it does affect the prices of items when you go shopping. So, people seem to think that raising the minimum wage is a good thing, and it's actually a very horrible thing if you actually look into the science of what it does to businesses. So, I'll give you an example. Say that the minimum wage, raises to $15 or $14. McDonald's is not going to take a loss. They're not going to pay their employees $15 and not and cut and take a loss. They're not going to do that. They're going to find a way to make that extra dollar back. And usually it's by raising the price. It may seem like not such a big deal because they're only raising the price of an item 50 cents or something like that. But that's an extra 50 cents for every order that someone, like say like a cheeseburger is an extra 50 cents. So anytime someone orders a cheeseburger, it's just basic math, that's an extra 50 cents. So every 4 cheeseburgers someone buys, that's an extra $2. So it's very genius of how they do that. And as the minimum wage increases and increases and increases, it's just going to get worse. And people are going to have to spend more money buying fast food. And the minimum wage is not a thing you need to be raising. What people need to do if they need to make money is they need to get a job that pays more. Raising the minimum wage is stupid. And, there's plenty of jobs out there that pay more. You just have to go find them, There's jobs where you can sweep floors at construction sites. I had a friend, he swept a floor at a construction site, and he was making like $24 an hour, I had a friend who never even graduated high school, got her CDL license, was driving like a school bus, was making over $20 an hour. Never even graduated high school. So there's jobs out there that pay a lot of money. It's just people are very lazy and, they want to work at a cash register at a dollar store and make $17, $18, $19 an hour. And that's just not how it should be. And it's wrong. And raising the minimum wage also can make businesses go out of business. It happened to, I forget what business, but it happened to some grocery chain where they had to pay a certain amount and they were just shutting down stores because it was ridiculous. So I remember Joe Biden said that raising the minimum wage does not make businesses go out of business. I mean, that's fake news, but it actually did. It was like a year after he said that it happened. So raising the minimum wage is a very silly thing to do, and it keeps happening and happening, and things are just going to get more and more expensive. And, it's sad, because it really is, because people think it's great and they think that it solves everything, but it makes things more expensive because these fucking cocksucking rich companies, they're not going to take a fucking loss. Hell fucking no. Like I said, these companies are going to figure out a way to cut corners, to do something different, to charge you more, things you don't even realize sometimes, to get that money back. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse. And another reason why it's bad is because, you're giving these companies more of an incentive to use robots. If I was running a company and I had to pay my employees, say like $18 an hour, $16, $17 an hour minimum wage, if I could just hire a robot and have them do all the work, all I have to do is pay for the robot and then pay for some, maintenance every now and then. I don't have to pay the robot every single day for it to work. I just buy it and it's done. So, raising the minimum wage is just going to push these companies more and more to use robots, and it's going to push them to, and people are going to lose their job to robots. Like, it's already happening, and it's just going to get worse, and more people are going to lose their job over time. And raising the minimum wage is just going to push these companies to, make you lose your job and get a robot. So stop pushing minimum wage. It's stupid. It doesn't fix anything. That's not the way the world operates, and a lot of people have a very childish view of the world, and it's just not how things are supposed to operate. So I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, that's just the reality of things. And it sounds good on the surface. Yeah, give our employees more. They need to work and get more money. But they don't really understand the science behind it and what it does to people and how things operate. They just think it sounds good on the surface of giving people more money, but they haven't really looked into it, and they don't understand how raising the minimum wage is a bad thing. And it's just obvious. You pay them more money, things are going to increase because you're paying them more, so they're losing money, so they have to make money back a certain way. It's not very hard to understand. And you try to explain this to some people, and like they name call you or like call you an animal and a monster, and like, you want people to work for free, you want slavery to come back, or whatever emotional response they do. That's why I don't really argue with people about this kind of stuff, like these topics, because if they don't agree, then there's no middle ground you're going to find. They disagree on this topic. There's nothing that you're going to say that's going to make them agree. They're just going to disagree, and that's fine, because shit, like believing in this kind of topic, like the minimum wage and stuff, like that's a very hard topic for someone to agree with you if they don't agree. And I'm not going to sit there and argue for hours with someone if they disagree with me on the minimum wage, because, that's like them trying to convince me that it's not a problem and it's fine and stuff. It's not going to happen. So, that's just not how it is. And I'm not going to argue with people about this, but I know deep down that I'm correct about the minimum wage. And, in some states, it just gets worse and worse. And I think Connecticut and another state, like they raised their minimum wage up $1. I think Connecticut is like $17 or $18 an hour now, minimum wage. And that is just going to destroy everything, God, like I don't even know the actual science of it. I know like the basic science of it, but shit, who knows? It can increase a lot more shit than that. Not even just prices at restaurants, but it could raise a lot more stuff, and it's just a lot of things sound good on paper, but when you actually, like I said, when you actually analyze them and look into what it does and the effect it has on everything, it's actually a really bad idea, because like I said, there's jobs out there that exist that you can get that pay a lot of money, like very good money. I remember I was talking to this woman, and she was telling me that she was like a doctor, like she has a doctorate of pharmacy. I don't know the terms. It was doctorate of pharmacy, and she told me that she was making close to $50 an hour, and this was like 10 years ago almost. So wow, $50 an hour, but she had to go to college for a very long time. Like that's not easy. Like you have to go to college for that. But I already made an episode about college and how I feel about that. But there's stuff out there. Like you don't even there's jobs out there that pay 25 to 30, and you don't even have to go to school. I know people that collect garbage and stuff like that and ride on the back of the truck. They get like $27 an hour, $28 an hour, something like that. Like I said, my friend who is a bus driver who got her CDL license who never even graduated high school. She like it really shows you how easy it is. Like she didn't even graduate high school. She's still making like over $20 an hour. It's insane. Like these jobs exist. It's just people are so lazy. They don't want to get off their ass and actually get a good job. They want to cry about the minimum wage and raising that. It's a fruitless endeavor. And like they exist out there. Just go get off your ass and find it. Everyone wants everything handed to them. They want everything to just fall in their lap. Like they don't actually want to go out, look, and actually put in effort to find a better job, And also, if they do find it, they don't want to do it because some of these jobs are hard work. Like you have to work your ass off, but it's worth it, But, like I said, they just want to stand at the register and scan stuff and make $20 an hour. That's just not how things should be. and it's going to destroy society, and it's going to destroy everything and make everything more money. But that's my thoughts on it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to make more episodes. I'm just trying to figure out what I need to talk about next, because I pretty much talked about everything that I usually talk about with people and stuff. I've talked about a lot of stuff that I usually talk about, and I just got to figure out more topics, because a lot of stuff happens to me, and usually my videos are just about things that I think about and things I talk about. It's not usually experiences, because I haven't had any really bad experiences lately. But yeah, I'll make some more videos, and maybe I'll think of like an experience I had and make a video on that, because there is some experiences I've had in my past that I want to talk about. But for now, that's it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for listening. And this is the Morris October Rant Series. As always, goodbye.